Hey guys, Bishmii back again with another video. Bow, you know the vibes. And today we got a packed Knight Dex battle. I believe this is week 4. We're going up against the H-Man, and let's get right into it. So looking at the team, we brought Landorus, our Megazard X, Ferrothorn, Basculin, White Stripe. Now this guy goes crazy. We got Darm Galar, and we got Enamorous, Therian form. Our opponent over there has Chi-Yu, Registeel, Coquavel, Weezing, Latios, and Kangaskhan. Now, looking at the matchup off the leads, I figured they want to go with Chi-Yu because Chi-Yu has the greatest way to swing into my team. I don't really have the best switch-ins, and Chi-Yu also is just a menace of a Pokemon. So let's click play. We lead off with Enamorous, as they do lead off with Chi-Yu. Now, my Enamorous is max HP, max Spadef. I have, what is it, Fairy, Psychic, Ground, and Fire moves, so I figured he would want to switch out. I actually go for the Psychic, I believe here. Yeah, I go for the Psychic, expecting him to switch into Weezing or Coquavel, where I didn't get neither, sadly, but he did bring in Registeel, and Registeel isn't going to take anything. I'd only assume that Registeel is max HP, max Spadef. We bring in Charizard because I figured he'd go for Rocks. Just wanted to get in Charizard before the Rocks. And then, if you guys watched what I did before, you know what's going to happen. He sends his Coquavel, and I Mega Evolve and set up a sub. I am sub Belly Drum with Flame Charge and Dragon Claw. Now, here, he goes for a Bulk Up. I was reviewing this game with Kiwi. Shouts out to Kiwi. He said here, instead of going for my Flame Charge play, I could have honestly just killed Coquavel with a Dragon Claw, which I think he was correct. Me being at +6 and freaking Flame Charge doing 40%, I'm pretty sure I would have killed with a Dragon Claw there, sadly. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a misplay, but I am going to get the kill on Coquavel there. If I had Dragon Claw Coquavel, I would have just Flame Charged the Weezing, or I mean, I would have definitely took another Mon down with me. Weezing, interestingly enough, because it has Neutralizing Gas as an ability instead of Levitate, which I thought he'd be Levitate. Instead, he was Neutralizing Gas, and that's going to nullify my Tough Claws, so I'm not going to be able to pick up the KO. But I promise you, if he wasn't Gas, Weezing, we would have went crazy. So here, I sent in Ferrothorn. Now, I want to say this is a big misplay on my part. In the prep, I know what Weezing gets. I know Weezing gets Flamethrower. I just sent in Ferrothorn to try to get up my rocks on my side. But once I sent in Ferrothorn, I realized this was a huge mistake. And I'm just going to switch right out into Landorus as my opponent goes for the Pain Split. Now, this was okay. I have Defog on Landorus, so I just go for the Defog as my opponent brings in Kangaskhan, the H-Man. Now, Kangaskhan being mostly a physical Mon, I just switch right back into my Ferrothorn, which is Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet. I'm going to take 6 damage. He's going to take 28. Which is great. Goes for the Fire Punch, only does 54%. Gonna take a lot more chip as we go for the Leech Seed. We're gonna heal back now. Also had Protect on my Ferrothorn, so I'm just gonna Protect here as he goes for the Return. I guess he thought I was gonna switch out. Gonna recover some more health. He switches out into Weezing as I go for my Rocks this turn, I believe. Yep. We're gonna set up the Rocks, and we stay in on the Flamethrower, live on 3%, and we land a Leech Seed, which is clutch. Now, freaking, I should have went for Protect there, but he's able to defog. I thought he'd just switch out. That was a bit of a misplay for me. So now we're just sitting here annoying our opponent with the Ferrothorn. We go for the Protect here. On the Flamethrower, we're gonna get some more health back. And then here, I'm fairly certain I just go into Basculin White Stripe. Now Basculin is about to go crazy. He's gonna eat the Flamethrower. I am a Violite with a lot of Spadef and attack. So now we're just gonna go for an Agility so that we can be faster than anything. They're gonna Plane Split. Basculin has like no health, so that doesn't do anything. Now Basculin, I'm gonna go for a Wave Crash. We're gonna take a lot with the recoil. Is gonna do 34% just about as they go for the Strange Steam, bring us down to 50. The Leech Seed is putting in work though. He didn't have anything to switch into the Basculin, which is great. We're gonna take out Weezing here, and my opponent is gonna go into Kangaskhan, I believe. Yep, Kangaskhan is on its last leg, so we're just gonna switch out into Ferrothorn so that it can KO itself with a Fake Out. Yep, so we're gonna get the chip. Yep, with the Rocky Helmet. Now they have a free switch into Chi-Yu. Now here is when where it gets spicy, right? Looking at their team, Ferrothorn doesn't really do anything else. I mean, except for Annoy, but I'm pretty sure it dies to all 3 of his guys. So I'll just let Ferrothorn go down there. We're gonna bring in Enamorus because Enamorus can wall this thing as we've seen before. And like I said, I'm max HP, max Spadef. Now I figured they go into Registeel, so I make the good play and I go for the Earth Power. But check how much this does, bro. This Earth Power does 27%. That's great for Registeel. I figured that he tried to just set up rocks here, but he's actually going to double out into Chi-Yu. Now, the way he's playing the Chi-Yu, I can only assume it's Scarf. I'm also Scarf Darm, but Chi-Yu has a higher base speed than Darm. So I'm just going to switch it right out into Enamorus as they go for the Flamethrower. So now I'm going to make a very good play here. I'm gonna double out because I assume that they'll be going into Registeel. They always go Registeel in my Enamorus, so they bring in Registeel as I switch out of Enamorus into Darm. Now here I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for the superpower here because it hits 2 out of the 3 mons. They reveal to have Protect, which reveals to them that I'm locked into superpower, and I'm just gonna switch out of Darm. You know, funny enough, this shows that my freaking Darm with sub belly drum would have went crazy. Like if I click substitute in front of that Registeel and then I click belly drum, like I honestly would have went crazy. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna send in Landorus on the Registeel. They double out into Latios, which is a great play. Now I'm not sure what the Latios wanted to do, so I'll kind of just stay in and go for a hidden power ice. They go for the Ice Beam and Okomi. I was just like, dang. So now, because I'm pretty sure that Latios can't really kill me with an Ice Beam, I bring in Darm, and I know he doesn't want to stay in with the Latios. The way he's been playing, I know he doesn't want to stay in. We just swing on the superpower, and we are going to KO Registeel, which is amazing. So this thing is out the way. It's only Latios and Chi-Yu left, so they're going to bring in Chi-Yu. I'm going to switch out into my Enamorus. Hopefully Enamorus could live. If it doesn't, it's not the biggest deal. They go for Flamethrower. It does 42%. That's a crazy roll. The last time they got like 35. But I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. Enamorus is going to go down there. And we are going to bring in the MVP Basculin White Stripe. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to stay in Fire on Water. So I'll take the opportunity to go for an Agility as they bring in Latios. And then I click the craziest move, Last Respects, bro. Basculin White Stripe gets Last Respects. You gotta respect the Basculin. Oh my goodness. After that, the Latios is gonna go down. And now that I am agility'd up, I can easily kill Chi-Yu with a Wave Crash, as you've seen before. And I'm actually really glad that Basculin was able to pull up and get 3 kills, man. A Violite, Agility, Wave Crash, and Last Respects. That's gonna be a GG's to the H-Man. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. For some more Pokemon Showdown content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.